Hey everyone, we're here with Matthew, and we just talked, and you said that you actually did hair and makeup for International Fashion Week. And this is actually your third year for International Fashion Week in Orlando, and you've worked other ones before, but going back to the hair that you worked, do you mind talking about that?
Sure. Every time I do any hairstyling, especially when I have multiple designers, I look at all of the concepts, all of the designs for all the designers, and I create a cohesive theme, what works best for all the designers. So that way it doesn't distract from the designer's garments.
Does it ever get hectic? Because there was a lot of designers, a lot of models, a lot of people that you had to work on, especially making it unique for each design. So does it ever get really hectic, or are you pretty calm now?
It does get a little hectic sometimes, especially with the team that I have, because there's so many of us, and they all come to me for approval. And sometimes I'm working with a model already doing, hair and makeup. So looking at that, and it's like, okay, this looks good. I think you need to tweak it a little bit this way. But for the most part, I'm used to it. I'm used to like that environment, so I'm used to that hecticness, and I kind of thrive on that. That's what gives me life and gives me my bloodstream.
Now, since you've been here actually for multiple years working the events and comparing it to other events, is there anything different that you've seen growth-wise from the event? From the models and the people coming out to the size of the venues and stuff? Because I've heard there's been a lot of change.
There's been a lot of growth with us. Since we've started, this is my third year with them, even with last year's events, we've leaped and bound, 150%. And the models, this team that I work with is absolutely exponential. I love what I work with. I love everybody that I work with. I love the models. I love my hair and makeup team. And it's just every day it's like, okay, this is very validating that I love my art form.
Well, as long as you're doing something that you love.
Absolutely.
Have a lot of fun with it.
Yes.
So now, how did you originally get started with hair and makeup design? And what was your kind of like first steps with getting into that line of business?
So to back it up, my family's military, so obviously that's not going to be a very conducive, environment for someone as creative as I am. But my mother and father were artists, so I grew up in that environment as well.
Yeah.
My father not wanting to buy his son makeup, I got creative and used watercolors and made them into paste and put them on myself and created looks for myself. It wasn't as avant-garde or polished as it was now. It was very rudimentary and creative as, a 10-year-old child. And then once I got that, that system down into my system, I just ran from there. And here I am.
Yeah. And now you said that you were at the St. Pete International
Correct.
Fashion event?
Yes.
And how many years have you been doing that?
I was with the St. Pete Art and Fashion Week for 2 years. I did the hair and makeup with them as well, and then I came over here for when I was in school. Okay. So I kind of feel bad for them because it was a loss to them because they lost someone very talented, but they have a lot of talented people over there as well in my stead. And then once I came over here, it's been, full running.
Now, do you have a main website or social media site where people can kind of be updated on where you're going, what you're doing, and links to the events that you are attending?
Absolutely. You can go to Orlando International Fashion Week, and there's a link for myself, or you can go to my Facebook at Matthew Cooley, and just look for me there.
Well, thank you very much, Matthew, for letting me interview you. I had a great time talking to you.
Excellent. Thank you so much.
Thanks very much, and I love your hair, by the way.
Thank you.
I can't get my hair that way because it's so curly, so I have to just wear a hat all the time.
I have curly hair. It's not quite that curly, but we'll work it out.
Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.